In this video, we will be looking at the FTO Status Report on the MIS to see data on rejected transactions. We will be accessing Report R8.1.1 FTO Status Report. This report shows us the number of transactions that are rejected at the level of the state, the district, and the block. It also shows us details of the FTO and also can show us the transaction details of individuals. In the MIS, if we select the state name as all, we will be able to see aggregate state level data. We have to select R8.1.1, the FTO status report. We will see that there is a very comprehensive report that will show us the status of the FTO. It will tell us in column number 3 the total number of FTOs generated, the number of FTOs that have been signed by the first signatory, by the second signatory, and so on. For the purpose of this video, we will focus on column 19 over here, number of transactions rejected. Let us look at this data for the state of Jharkhand. Highlighting row 11, we see that the number of transactions rejected in Jharkhand are 1,76,006. We can use this data to understand trends in different states, blocks, districts, and so on for designing policy interventions or on-ground campaigns. As discussed, we can get this data at various levels. So if we click on Jharkhand here, we will see the same data at the district level. Here we can see, for example, selecting row 15 Latehar, that the number of transactions rejected in Latehar in year 2021 are 5,779. If we click on Latehar over here, we can further see this data at the level of the block. This report can also go down to the individual level of rejected transactions. Let's take our old friend Gangeshwar Bhuya. Gangeshwar Bhuya is from block Manika. Let's highlight this row. For block Manika, we can see that there have been 780 rejected transactions this year. If we select 780, we will be able to see these transactions at an individual level. We can see here that Gangeshwar Bhuya is the very first name on the list. If we click on his reference number, we will be able to see his transaction trail in detail. We can see here that his payment has been attempted thrice, and each time it has been rejected, as we can see here in the status column. Each time the reason for rejection has been inactive Aadhaar, and because the reason was not resolved before the payment was regenerated, it continued to be rejected every time it was attempted. Please note that this report can also show details for transactions that were once rejected but have since either been successfully credited or are currently being processed. For example, we can see here that for Santosh Nayak, his payment was attempted thrice, and although it was rejected the first 2 times, the third time is yet to be processed. Similarly, we see the case of Gunjari Devi, whose payment was rejected twice due to an inactive Aadhaar, but since she was able to resolve her problem, it has managed to be processed the third time. In the next video, we will see data on transactions that have been regenerated.